My name is Carol.
Latoya.
Vida.
Rena.
Alright guys, how are you today?
Good.
Glad to you. You are third graders, and I would like to start this lesson by asking if any of you knows where the giraffes live. Where is their habitat? Does anybody know? Where do they naturally live in the wilderness?
Savannah.
Savannah, you are very right. Very good for you. Yeah, giraffes live in the savannah of Africa. And since we've been talking about the African culture, today we're going to learn more about the giraffes. So please look at the screen. African giraffes. The giraffe is the tallest land animal in the world. Its height is between 16 to 18 feet, which is very tall. Characterized by its long legs, long neck, and distinctive spotted back. Giraffes live primarily in the savanna areas, as you said before. Very good. Their extreme height allows them to eat leaves and shoots located much higher than other animals can reach. And this is the area in Africa where they live. When giraffes walk, they move both legs on one side of their body and then both legs on the other side, which is very unique characteristic of the giraffes. And lastly, these are the adaptations. Hind legs. The hind legs are shorter. These are the hind legs are shorter than the front legs. Hoofed feet. A top foot protects each leg. Long neck. It is used to reach leaves in tall acacia trees, which is their favorite food. Long front legs, which are this. Unlike many animals, the giraffes' front legs are longer than the back legs, which are this. These long front legs make it easier to reach tall leaves. Long tongue helps extract the leaves off the trees. And top lips help protect against the spiny thorns in acacia trees. Now that you know more about giraffes, I would like you to listen to Ms. Latoya.
Okay, on last week we began discussing lions, our first animal, African animal, and we began making puppets as our activity. But on today, you're going to become the puppets. So I need 7 volunteers. Now I'm going to read a story called Giraffes Can't Dance. And in this story, you're going to act out the animals that I give you and display their emotions or what they're doing. So I'm going to give you Gerald the giraffe. You're going to be the warthog. This is 7 people. Oh, okay. All right. You're going to be the rhino, the lion, the chimps, the baboons, and you're the cricket. Now, when I read the book, and you hear your animal card, you're going to display the action or whatever I'm saying they're doing. You don't have to say anything, just display the action. So we're going to read Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Adrian, Guy Parker, and Reeves. And we're going to make this fun. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at his knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Jorah felt so sad, because when he came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps did a cha-cha, very Latin feel, and the 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely and he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. He looked at clumsy Gerald, the animals all snared. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up to the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed the cricket, who seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying of the grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really wanted to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling and making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. And he did a backward somersault and he leaped up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entrance. They shouted, it's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But simply, Gerald swirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he says, when we find music that we love. The end. Give me that.
It's okay.
Good job, you guys. Very good. Before class is over, I'm going to give everyone a sticker that, even if you didn't volunteer, you're going to get a sticker. Did you guys enjoy this story?
Yeah.
And now that we know how, from Miss Carol, when she told us how different and unique that Gerald was, we're all different and unique, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have some of us are tall, super tall. We have some that are a little shorter, some are a little bit faster at running, so everyone's different. So now we're gonna have like discussion about the story, okay? Ask you a few questions, and I hope everyone enjoyed it enough to pay attention, okay? So describe what happened when Gerald tried to dance. Who can tell you that?
His knees buckled.
Good job, his knees buckled. And do you think something was wrong with him that made his knees buckle?
Maybe he was just afraid.
Good job. Why did he want to dance? Why did Gerald want to dance? Do we know why he wanted to?
Because all his friends were dancing.
Absolutely, all his friends were dancing. So he felt, I want to dance too, right? How many things have we done before we see our friends doing and we say, I want to know how to do that, right?
Yep.
So how did Gerald feel when he first arrived at the dance?
Shy, bad.
Yeah, he was sad. Is there a time where you felt sad when you couldn't do something that your friends were doing? When have you felt like Gerald? Can someone give me an example and let me know, share with the class when they've ever felt that way? Give me an example. Anyone? No? Okay. Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Riding my bike with no training wheels.
How did you feel about
I
that?
was sad that all my friends were riding their bikes with no training wheels, and
how did you feel once you learned how to ride your bike?
Excited, happy.
How,
Yes, that's me.
how did it make Gerald feel when everyone was unkind to him?
What's that?
I feel sad.
Yeah. There's a lot of sadness in this story. I didn't realize how sad it is. Yeah, the crickets didn't treat him very well, right? We all have friends like that, though. We have some friends that kind of treat us different if we can't do anything. Like maybe, I don't know, Amy, if you had a friend that when you were trying to ride your bike, that they probably, did anyone tease you about that?
Just my brother.
Your brother, those siblings. Okay. How did the kind, encouraging words change Gerald? How did that change for him?
Changed his out.
No, no,
It turned his attitude around.
He turned his attitude. Okay.
Bless you.
Alright, so now that we talked a little bit about the story, and we've all felt like Gerald before, that we could do something that we wanted to do and it made us feel sad. But when we learned how to do it, we felt excited, right? Okay. So I'm gonna turn it over to Miss.
Bless you.
All right, she asked the questions that I was gonna ask, but I want you to be honest. Nobody said anything except for Amy. Were you ever teased the way you did something, the way you did it? Once you learned how to do something, were you ever teased? The way Gerald was teased by the way he danced. Were you ever teased by something that you did? Anybody? You know you did.
I was teased because of the way I talk and the way I sound.
Yeah. And also, did you have a chance to learn how to do something right or the way other people do it? And what was your friend's reaction once you learned? Anybody?
They were more accepting.
Yeah. Because I can give an example. When I was in high school, when I was in high school, I was a cheerleader. I joined the cheerleading team. I didn't know how to do a split, flip, or any of that. But over the summer, I learned to stretch my muscles and all that stuff, and I learned how to do flip. I could do one up to the age of 50, but can't go after you sit down. But I learned how to do back bends, flips, and all that stuff. And when I learned, once I learned, I showed some of the other cheerleaders, and I was more accepted. At first, I was laughed at, oh, she can't do anything. But once I learned and taught myself, and I was able to do it, I was more accepted by the rest of it. So, with that said, our assignment for today, take out your pen and paper. You're gonna be asked to find the height of each animal. From the cricket, we already know the height of the giraffe. But the cricket and the warthog, we're gonna find the height and you're gonna graph the results. Then, you're gonna write a short report on your favorite animal in the story. Okay? That's your homework for the night.